Okay, so here I am doing a video again, and the video is about my anxiety, and I made a huge video and then it just like stopped recording. So basically I get really bad anxiety when I eat in public places, and it's starting to get extremely bad. Like, it's starting to get worse and worse. Every time I go out to eat, every time we go out to eat, I can't eat if there's that many people, and if there's like 2 or 3 people in the whole restaurant, I can eat just fine. But if there's more than that, like, they're watching me, they're watching me eat, they're watching how I drink. These are the things that go through my mind. Like, do I have ketchup on my face? Like, what? They're staring at me. And I just have an anxiety attack in the restaurant, and then I can't eat because my throat swells up and I get shaky and I just get nervous, and it's just all this ridiculous stuff. In front of my family, I can eat just fine. I can eat at home. I could eat all day if I stayed at home. But the moment we go out to eat, I just can't. And I don't know why. It's just, I think too much about it. And so I had a situation today. I went out to eat by myself because Tori is at the zoo with our neighbors. And I was starving because I was shopping for containers. And I was like, all right, well, I'll stop and get something to eat. And I stopped at Five Guys in the mall, and I got a BLT, and I was like hungry. I was like, all right, let's eat. And I sat down all the way in the very back of the restaurant, so there was nobody back there besides the people going up and down the stairs because it was an open restaurant in the mall. So people going up and down the stairs could go by. And so I was sitting there, and I started having an anxiety attack. And I just sat there, and I was just trying to swallow, and I was trying to drink my drink, and there was nobody around besides the people going up and down the stairs, and there weren't that many. And I was like shaking, and I was getting dizzy, and I started feeling nauseous, and I texted my husband, and I said, my anxiety is kicking in. He's like, well, you just need to go home then and not eat there because it's dinner time and you haven't eaten yet. So I went home, and I literally just now stuffed my face of food, of my leftovers, and I just don't understand, like, why I have such bad anxiety about eating in front of people. It sucks that I can't go out to eat in a public place and eat a full meal, like, because I'm hungry. I just have to constantly think about other people watching me eat and judging me, and it sucks. I mean, some people suffer with depression and like all this other stuff, and mine's anxiety, and I don't like it. I wish I didn't have to deal with it, but I do. And it's just something that I'm starting to try to talk myself down, like realize that, I have control of the situation, they're not watching me, but it's so much easier to say that and then be in the situation and have an attack, and then it's too late. Like, I'm too like caught up in the moment for me to sit down and be like, all right, they're not watching me, because at that point in time, I think all eyes are on me. I think that they're just all and there was like 2 people like in the whole like area where I was sitting, and I just couldn't, but there were other people walking up and down the stairs, which is why I think I couldn't eat. Because I just kept thinking about, like, they're judging me. And they're not. Like, I know that, but in the moment when I'm having an anxiety attack, I can't. I don't have a clear mind. I panic, and I get frustrated, and then I get nauseous, and then my throat swells up, and I can't eat or drink anything. And so I end up just going home with leftovers, and then when we get home, I stuff my face full of it. I don't plan on seeing a doctor for this or a therapist. It's just something that I'm going to have to do research on and just try to figure out, like, how am I supposed to get myself to a place where I'm comfortable with going out to eat and not thinking about what other people think of me. Like, I can't. I just can't do it. If I was at home and there are hundreds of people, perfectly fine. I could eat. But for some reason, the moment I step out of the house, eating is such a hard thing for me to do. And there was a time where we were out to eat a couple weeks ago, and there wasn't anybody in the restaurant, and I ate the entire meal. And Dan was like, I'm so proud of you. You know, you ate, you know, you did so good. You've eaten so much. He's like, why, you know, why is today different? And I said, look around. And we were the only people in the restaurant. And he goes, oh. And that's the only reason I ate, because there was nobody in there besides the servers, and they were behind, like, they were behind the cooking counter or whatever. Like, I mean, I felt fine. I felt alone, and I didn't feel like people were watching me because there was nobody there. But that is the only time that I've been able to eat in public. It sucks that I have this, some people will call it a disease. I don't call it a disease. But, so yeah, that's my problem. I guess my personal issues that I'm going through right now. It's just something that I'll have to figure out and deal with. But it just sucks. Alright, well, I will see you guys later, and it's super hot outside, so I'm going to go lay in a tub of ice.